Buenos días a todos, mi nombre es Mili Alba de Aqua Expeditions. Mientras esperamos a algunos colegas más, también voy a compartir un video. Bueno, ahora sí voy a empezar con la presentación. Voy a hablar despacio porque no sé si hay personas que no hablen castellano o que el castellano no sea su lengua materna, pero en caso alguien necesite traducción, me lo hace saber y encantada de compartir con ustedes más información en otro idioma. Bueno, Aqua Expeditions y Equair están haciendo este trabajo conjunto para mostrar una nueva forma de explorar las Islas Encantadas o las Islas Galápagos. Aqua Expeditions es una empresa de cruceros de expedición de lujo que fue fundada por Francesco Galli Sugaro en el año 2007 con la visión de ofrecer a nuestros huéspedes la oportunidad de explorar lugares remotos, únicos, con el mayor confort que cualquier persona quisiera tener en estos lugares tan de difícil acceso, ¿no? Francesco tiene una larga historia en Ecuador, él vivió más de 10 años ahí, sus 3 hijos nacieron ahí. Él trabajó muchos años para una empresa en Galápagos y cuando salió de Ecuador, salió con la visión de crear esta empresa y de llevar esta forma de expediciones de lujo a un mayor nivel, y siempre tuvo la visión de volver a Galápagos. Y yo en lo personal me siento bastante emocionada y orgullosa de haber sido parte de este sueño hecho realidad hoy en día, porque después de lanzar varios productos en Perú, en el Amazonas, en el Mekong, en Vietnam, Camboya e Indonesia, 15 años después, Francesco vuelve a Galápagos con este nuevo superyate de expedición que es el Aqua Mare, que empieza a navegar ya el 3 de junio. Bueno, Aqua Expeditions es una marca global. Tenemos operación en el Amazonas, en el Perú, y en el año 2014, que es donde empezó la empresa, y en el año 2014 nos expandimos hacia el sudeste asiático, hacia el río Mekong, en Vietnam y Camboya.
Millie, can you hear me? I'm sorry. There's people here in the meeting who don't speak Spanish, so if you can switch this into English, that would be wonderful. Thank you. Appreciate it. Awesome.
Excellent. Thanks for letting me know. So I was saying that the company was established 15 years ago by Francesco Galli Sugaro. Francesco has been living in Ecuador. Well, he lived in Ecuador for over 10 years. his passion was always the expeditions vessels, and he established this company with a dream of coming back to Ecuador with his own ship. And I'm so proud, and I have been witness of this expansion of this global company that started 15 years ago in the Peruvian Amazon, and then it was expanded to Southeast Asia, to the Mekong River in Vietnam and Cambodia. And then in 2019, we expanded again to Indonesia with our first coastal yacht. And then in Ecuador in 2021. So after 15 years, he's back in Ecuador to his roots with this amazing super yacht in Galapagos. As I said, the company is a global company, and this new baby, the Aqua Mare, will set sail in Galapagos this June the 3rd. So Aqua Expeditions relies in 6 strong pillars. The service, which is the one of our main pillars, because we offer a personalized luxury travel experience with a ratio crew to passenger of 1:1, and expeditions for no more than 8 persons per guide per vessel. Per guide per tender. So in every single expeditions, your passengers, your guests will not be joining the excursions with no more than 8 to 10 persons, depending the ship. But talking specifically about Galapagos, it's not going to be more than 8 passengers per tender per guide. And we have 16 passengers capacity, and we have 16 crew members. So the ratio crew to passenger is 1:1. Another strong pillar is the design. Our vessels, and mainly this Aqua Mare yacht in Galapagos, is very contemporary, modern. We are always very focused in the interior architecture and the design. And also we offer wildlife adventure and cultural experiences everywhere we are, and obviously mainly in Galapagos with the wildlife adventure. Another very strong pillar is the cuisine. We work with the most world-renowned chefs around the world. And in the case of the Aqua Mare, we're going to be working with Pedro Miguel Schiaffino. Pedro Miguel is a Peruvian chef that has been working with us since the last 15 years, and his cuisine is very well known, and the food on board the Aqua Mare is going to be totally unexpected, and I will tell you a little bit more after. Then the responsible travel, because we do have and support wildlife conservation programs and local community support in every destination where we operate. And last but not least, we cannot continue our conversation without talking about health and safety, which is something very important nowadays and something that our clients keep asking about. So we always say that we are surpassing all required international safety standards. So why Aqua Expeditions? Aqua Expeditions provides customized luxury travel experiences centered around the cuisine, the design, the culture, wildlife, nature, as I mentioned, our strong 6 pillars. And we always want to bring nothing but the most amazing creature comfort. So the idea is to explore these pristine, or to explore these exotic remote destinations without sacrificing any kind of comfort. So, well, I'm going to talk about the Aqua Mare. Many of you are experts about the destination, so I really want to focus on the product, but I will talk just a little bit about Galapagos. As you know, Galapagos is an archipelago of 18 main islands, and only 4 of them are inhabited. There are more than 2,000 species of animals in all these 18 islands, in an area of 133,000 square kilometers. So obviously we cannot cover them all, but we are offering very nice 7 and 14 east and west expeditions that I'm going to show you in detail in the next slides. You know, Galapagos is the world's largest biosphere reserve, and is protected. It's an example of biodiversity and sustainability in the world. And I mean, we operate in other very sensible ecosystems like Indonesia, like the Amazon, and I can tell you that what has been done in Galapagos it was amazing, and it's really an example of what many other destinations like this should do. So obviously the wildlife, like reptiles, marine birds, are predominant in this area, and the most amazing experience is that most of them are endemic to this territory. So the only way you can see them is going to Galapagos, because you're not gonna see them anywhere else. Again, I'm talking to experts here, so you know very well what I'm talking about. And I think that we all know that Galapagos is a unique place in the world. So I'm just going through these slides to show you all the wildlife that you will see through this 7 nights and 14 nights journey. So we're gonna see seabirds, we're gonna see mammals and reptiles, obviously the famous turtles, and we're gonna be seeing also other marine species while we sail, because we're offering also very nice water activities in our vessels, while sailing with us. So we're gonna be offering 7-night excursions on the east side of the archipelago, and 7 nights programs on the west side of the archipelago too. So you can choose any of both from Friday to Friday, but we are also offering the chance to book a 14 nights itinerary, which is obviously when you put together both east and west in case you want to do a longer journey. But if you don't have that time, then obviously the 7 nights east or west is the best way to make it. So we're gonna have departures every Friday from Baltra. So you can just book any of those fixed departures. And one of the great things about this super yacht is that normally a vessel or a yacht like this is for charters, but we are offering individual trips, because you can book on individual basis any of our fixed departures every Friday. This is a sample of the 14 days itinerary, which is again the summary of the 2 west and east together. Talking about Aqua Mare, I had the chance to see the Aqua Mare 2 weeks ago, and I can tell you it was amazing. I was impressed with this super yacht. So if you know about the yacht industry, there are yacht and there are super yacht, and this super yacht is considered a super yacht because of the size, because it's 50 meters, is 640 gross tons, and only for 16 passengers in 7 cabins. So you can imagine all the interiors and all the social areas that you can have inside. I'm going to show you some pictures here, but the most amazing are the interior. So this is, well, some unique selling points, because again, you are selling several products in Galapagos, and I think it's important to mention which are the unique selling points about Aqua Expeditions and about the Aqua Mare. So first of all, it's the first true super yacht based in Galapagos, available for FITs and for charters too, but also for FITs. You don't need to charter the vessel to get on board. It has an Italian design. It was an Italian CRN yacht designed and built by Francois Zuretti. It's the most exclusive one-to-one guest-to-crew ratio. As I mentioned before, is one of our pillars. It's a 50-meter explorer super yacht with spacious social spaces, including 3 dining areas, beach club, and sun deck. I was really impressed with these 3 dining areas, because I thought that they were probably small, but they are really very spacious. And to be honest, if you are 7 nights or 14 nights sailing, you really will enjoy having your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and so on, or sunset cocktails in the different locations in the yacht. Very important to mention, we have the largest owner suite of 80 square meters in the Galapagos. It's a Lloyd class and ICM International Safety Marine compliant. Underway stabilizers for maximum comfort for those that are concerned about the seasickness. It has 2 custom military grade expedition tenders catering to 8 guests per guide. Very comfortable. And we have a renowned consulting chef, Pedro Miguel Schiaffino, offering world-class cuisine. And the cuisine, well, I'm gonna talk to you a little bit more about that because it's a very important factor in our product. Other important technical information, as I mentioned, the type of vessel is a CRN superyacht explorer built in CRN Ancona. This is the shipyard built in 1998, but refit in 2021 by Aqua Expeditions. We bought it last year in Turkey, in Istanbul. The designer is Francois Zuretti. It's already registered in Ecuador. It has 7 suites for 16 passengers, 16 crew members, including 2 naturalist guides. Oops. Okay. It has internet, complimentary, laundry service, complimentary too. And among the social areas, we have the indoor dining room, the panoramic lounge, the outdoor dining room, panoramic dining, a barbecue area, an outdoor work zone, jacuzzi for 6 persons, and all the water activities, equipments, also included in our rate. So those are the deck plans. In the top deck, we have an outdoor jacuzzi, as I mentioned, with capacity for 6 persons. We have the shaded dining area, and we have the barbecue area. Very nice, lot of space. So you can have your, let's say, lunch or dinner in the top deck, in the barbecue area, while enjoying this shaded dining area. You can see some pictures on the right side. In the upper deck, we have the bridge. We have a panoramic lounge with capacity for 16 persons, and we have 1 cabin 301, which is category 5. It's very important to mention that we have 5 categories, and I'm going to explain you later. And in the upper deck, we have 1 cabin 301, which is the smallest. It's 16 square meters. But it has a great view and a great distribution, big bathroom. So it's very, very worth it for single travelers or even for young honeymooners, for example, that wants to save some money. In the main deck, we have the indoor dining room, where we have 1 large table for 8 persons and 2 small tables for 4 persons. So if you have a family, you can have them all together in the big table, or if you have just couples, you can have them in the small one. And here we also have 2 suites. We have the owner suite of 80 square meters with capacity up to 4 passengers, and we have category 2. The other cabin is 201, which is an amazing large cabin too, with a great view. And in the lower deck, we have 4 cabins, category 3, category 4, all of them very spacious, between 22 and 28 square meters, with very nice windows that I'm going to show you after too. And also we have the beach club and the swim platform where we do all our, where we begin all our water activities. No? So this is the distribution of the cabins. As I mentioned, we have 5 categories, category from 1 to 5, and all of them have different sizes. The owner suite is 80 square meters, maximum capacity 4 passengers, king bed with a pullman and sofa with 10 large ovals that I would say not ovals but windows. No. Then in category 2 we have 1. In category 3 we have 2 cabins, and we have 2 cabins category 4, and we have 1 cabin category 3. The category 2, 3, 4, and 5 are between 22 and 26 square meters, but the distribution of the furniture, the setting, the bathroom, etc. also is different. Bear in mind that we only have 2 cabins with king size beds, which is the category 1 and category 2. And we only have 1 twin, which is category 4. It is a very nice twin cabin that also can be converted into a triple. So that's the only triple besides the owner suite, of course. Here another way to overview the cabin. So we have the category 5, which is the smallest in the upper deck. In the main deck, we have 2 cabins, including the owner suite, and in the lower deck, we have 4 cabins. I had the chance to stay in category 4, in a kind of small cabin. Actually, I stay in the 104 because I wanted to experience how it's living in this kind of small category 4 cabin, and I can tell you it was unbelievable. The bathroom and the toilet and the shower was amazing. The comfort of the bed, of the queen size bed, it was amazing too. Here more pictures about the top deck. Here you can see the jacuzzi, the barbecue zone, and the shaded dining area is also, you can also convert it into a lounge, because the tables, you can put them up or down depending on if you want to host like a cocktail party, for example, then you put them as a lounge. So you put them a little lower, or you can put them a little higher in case you want to have a dinner, for example. And also very important, if it's cold, which normally is not going to happen, but you never know, you can close the area. It has some zippers, so you can put some covers in both sides, and it's a little warmer. So you can also convert it into your winter top deck lounge or something like this. No? This is the bridge with a very, very nice view. The lounge and the beach club. And here in the lounge, we're going to be offering, because we have 2 TVs, there are TVs everywhere. It's a little anecdotic, but the previous owner, it was a fan of Formula One. So he had TVs everywhere, in every single cabin, in every single lounge and dining space. So everywhere you go, you're gonna see TVs. And in the lounge, we're gonna be offering the lectures by our guides, for example, every day, briefings, safety drills, and so on. So that's a very comfortable place to be. And there is a little bar behind the lounge where you also can get some cocktails or any drink. The beach club is a very nice lounge too, and from here you have a platform that you can put down, so you can go out to the water to do your water activities like kayaking, snorkeling, and so on. Well, some pictures of the cabins. The one in the left is actually a triple, because in the wall you have a Pullman bed that you can put down. So you can have a double deck Pullman, so you can put 3 people there. Very spacious and very comfortable. Now in this picture is up, and if you use it as a twin, you will never realize that there is a 3rd bed hidden in the wall. It's amazing the work they have made. This is the owner's suite. It's unbelievable. It's huge, 80 square meters, plenty of natural light. The toilet is super big. The shower is big. It has double shower, double sink, a large sofa, and you have a desk, but also you have a sofa that is converted into another bed. And in the wall, again, you have another bed that you can put down, so you can have a 4th person here. So that's why the owner's suite can host a maximum of 4 passengers. Or you can put it down and you can hide up, and you can hide the bed in the wall, and you can just use this space as a little lounge, or just as a desk in case you have to work, or in case you want to have a nice dinner too, because this table is rotatable, so you can turn the table too, and you can have a nice private dining area. This is the alfresco dining with capacity for 16 passengers too, and actually it's a long table, but you can split them too. So in case you have like 2 separate groups or individual travelers and they don't want to be all together, you can also put them aside, or you can split it. This is the bridge and the main deck. And well, that's all about the cabins and the facilities on board. And obviously, which is part of the experience, it's not just about wildlife and nature, but we're going to be offering also some activities like kayaking, well, obviously trekkings in the islands. We're going to be offering tender excursions. We're going to be offering snorkel and not diving. We can coordinate the dive, with a third party. And actually, here is a better explanation on how it works, because you know that diving is very restricted in Galapagos. So we will offer daily snorkeling, but the snorkeling and stand-up paddleboard activities is part of our all-inclusive excursions, but diving, because it's restricted and we are not licensed for that, we don't have the permission for that, but there are other few liveaboard boats that operate in different islands and require, and they do have this special permit. So we have an agreement with them, and we can contract them as a third party to offer diving 3 times during the west itinerary and 4 times during the east itinerary. Okay, so if your clients are looking to dive during the 7 nights or 14 nights, be aware that you cannot do this in the 7th night, but only on the 3 or 4, and it's not organized by Aqua Expeditions, but you can come to us and we can put you in touch with them, or we can book on your behalf. Well, talking a little bit about conservation, we engage to be an agent of change for the conservation of the world's river and oceans, because remember, we also operate in some pristine rivers like the Amazon and the Mekong. And Aqua Expeditions is supporting different conservation and aquatic biodiversity programs by conserving habitats and landscape diversity, not just in the Peruvian Amazon, as I mentioned, but on the Mekong, and obviously in marine areas in Indonesia, and now, of course, in Galapagos. Our rates are already published until 2024, rates and departure dates and programs. So feel free to get into our agent portals. You will get all the information you need, all the commercial information, from rates to departure dates, itineraries, day-by-day itineraries, and all the information that you need for your clients. We have different rates: 7 nights, 14 nights, FITs, charters from category 1 to category 5. And we also have special rates for children. Children are considered from 5 years old up to 11. And we do allow children with a minimum of 5 years. The single supplement is 25%, except for the departures that are touching Christmas and New Year, where we have to apply a 100% single supplement. It's all inclusive. We include all the meals while on board. We include all the premium wines and beer, and laundry, group transfers to and from the vessel, all the excursions, and we also include the Galapagos Park entrance fee and the Ingala transit card, and the use of all the water equipment for your water activities. What is not included is the air ticket that we quote separately. So we include the service, but the price is quote separately. We don't include any visa, private transfers, spirits or premium cocktails, boutique purchase, or any gratitude for guides and crew. So basically we offer house wine and beer, but any premium liquor needs to be paid separately. In the case of the charters, it's different, because we include everything that I mentioned, but we also include all the house spirits, house wine, beer, and all non-alcoholic beverage. And we also include a 5 hours per day massage on board during the 7 nights or during the 14 nights. So different to the individual departures, this includes all the alcohol and the massage service. And the internet is also included in both FITs and charters. So now with Galapagos, with Equair, we have made a joint venture in an effort to provide you the best service. So we have secured an allotment of 16 seats in premium economy, Gran Cacao, the name of the service, on the recommended flights that we always ask you to book, that we are going to book on your behalf every Friday. And this agreement has been done in collaboration with Equair, which is Ecuador's newest airline. Jorge Luis, I'm not sure if you want to continue with this part of the presentation, or you want me to talk about this.
Thank you so much, Millie. It's a pleasure for us to stay with here in this big agreement. It's big for us because you have a very nice product in Galapagos Island, and thank you for all your team or Aqua Mare expeditions, because we are so pleased to represent you as you official carrier from Ecuador continental to Galapagos Island. If you wanna please continue the next, please.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Millie. Well, thank you, Millie. Thank you for all for staying here. As you can see, Aqua Mare is a very nice boat and is a first-class boat that for all the Equair team is a very pleasure to present our company as a part of the product as Aqua Mare Expeditions. Equair is the new company. We began from a very nice, interesting group of entrepreneurs, Ecuadorian, who found this company with the objective to strengthen air connectivity between the main cities in Ecuador. We are very pleased to present to the society our product. Our product is led by our Miss Gabriela Sommerfeld. Gabriela Sommerfeld is our CEO, who's recognized trajectory in the industry with about 15 years, 20 years operating in this local market, and Ms. Gabriela Sommerfeld is a very, very important leader for us because they provide all his experience for the team. And we are right now about 145, 46 members of the team working for this company. Millie, thank you for the next one. Well, our fleet is composed by, right now is composed by 2 aircrafts, Boeing 737-700 next generation, with capacity for 142 passengers, with 16 seats in premium economy. As Millie said, our premium economy is named by Grand Cacao. We began operations on January 10, and right now we are connecting to the most important cities in Ecuador, Quito, Guayaquil, San Cristobal, and Galapagos and Baltra. We operate in the both islands in Galapagos, San Cristobal and Baltra. We operate in Baltra with 5 flights per week and San Cristobal with 2 services per week. Thank you. Next, please, Millie. Thank you. Our commitment to caring for the environment, we're the first real green airline in Ecuador. We wear this badge with pride and with a commitment to be sustainable in all areas from one day. Our aircraft fleet is composed entirely of fuel-efficient aircraft. Sustainability is part of our DNA because we love keep Iceland without different kind of species that who attend with the flora and fauna in Galapagos. When you fly with us, all your passengers paid a little part of your ticket to give and to contribute and our program. Please, next, Millie. Thank you so much, Millie. Well, our partners, as a company, we have a very interesting partnership with different companies like Boeing, KLM, Air France Industry. By example, with Boeing, we training our pilots, cabin crew, flight dispatchers, maintenance, and our marketing and sales team training with Boeing too. With KLM and Air France Industry and maintenance, they provide all spares and parts for our crib operation. It's very important for us because we provide a very, very sure operation for you and for your passengers. Please, the next. Well, we recommend these flights for all the passengers flying with us. We're leaving from Quito at 7:25 a.m., arriving in Galapagos and 5 minutes before 10 a.m. and leaving from Galapagos 10:40, a local time, of course, and arriving in Quito in 15:25, or Guayaquil if you prefer, because all of our flights have a short stop in Guayaquil. We are arriving in Guayaquil at 14th. 1435. It's our operation. We operate with all the love for your passengers. As you can see, we are a very new company. We are flying from about 4 months ago, and we are love to have all your passengers with us and with Aqua Mare. It's a pleasure for us to stay with here, sharing with you mainly and your team, because we know that this big alliance is very important for the tourism industry here in Ecuador and Galapagos Island, of course. Thank you for your presentation, Millie, and it's a pleasure to stay with you.
Thank you. And it's important to recall that you have 2 flights back and forth to Galapagos, but however, we are only using one in the case of the Aqua Mare group allotment, no? But you have other flights to Galapagos, right?
Right now, we have only one flight. We are starting our new flight in September with the new aircraft, which is arriving in September.
Fantastic, great. Thank you so much. And yeah, this is it. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this presentation. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to contact us. Christina, you have our contact, so if you can share with everybody here, it would be great. And don't forget to follow us on our social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, etc., etc. And don't forget that Aqua Mare will set sail on June the 3rd. So I'm pretty sure that we're going to be posting lots of videos and pictures and images and stories about this first maiden voyage. So thank you very much again and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Millie. Thank you, Jorge, as well, for a wonderful presentation. And I've posted your contact information. If anybody has any questions, you can post it in the chat. We still have a few minutes. If you want to ask something specific about the ship or about the flights, this is your chance. Otherwise, you can contact them directly as well. We'll give a few minutes.
Thank you.
I remind everybody that we're still going to have this recorded and we're going to share with the participants of the event. We'll have it a link so you can also see again the presentation later on. Well, I think we don't have any questions so far. So yeah, I think I'm in awe of the ship, so can't wait to start sailing actually this June 3rd, right?
June 3rd.
June 3rd. Wonderful. It's a great addition to our islands.
Thank you. Okay, well, I think we don't have any question, but anyway, you have our contacts here or Jorge Luis contacts too. So please don't hesitate to contact us if you need any content, graphic material, or any other information, please.
Yes,
thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you,
everybody.
Thank you, Christina. Thank you all. Thank you.